Welcome to our workshop on de-escalation techniques. Our goal today is to equip you with the skills needed to effectively manage and de-escalate tense situations. By the end of this presentation, you'll learn how to remain in control of situations, listen empathetically, support community members, be mindful of responses that could worsen situations, and know what to do if de-escalation efforts fail.
Over the next few minutes, we'll cover recognizing stress, managing yourself, avoiding communication barriers, understanding agitation, and engaging empathetically with those who are disgruntled. Remember, reasoning with an angry person is not initially possible. Our aim is to lower agitation levels to enable discussion. This requires staying calm and centered, challenging our fight or flight instincts. De-escalation techniques are inherently abnormal. They go against our nature of fight or flight reflexes. To be effective, it is important to remember to remain calm and centered. Coping with stress is an important part of controlling what you can. Stress is a response to perceived threats. It's important to recognize how stress affects us physically and mentally, and to understand that managing our stress response is within our control. In stressful situations, our reactions can include freezing, fleeing, fighting, or fawn. Recognizing these responses in ourselves and others can guide us in choosing how to de-escalate effectively. Fight, when the SNS dominates and adrenaline and non-adrenaline surge. You might feel a surge of courage and strength, ready to take on the threat. Fight, if fighting seems impossible, the body prioritizes escape. Adrenaline fuels your muscles for a quick getaway. Freeze. In some situations, neither fighting nor fleeing feels like an option. Non-adrenaline can cause temporary paralysis, making you freeze and hope the threat passes unnoticed. Fawn. This is a recently recognized response involving appeasing or submitting to the threat to avoid conflict. It can also involve heightened alertness to the threat's cues. Calm is contagious. By maintaining a neutral demeanor, speaking in a soothing way, and positioning yourself safely, you can help de-escalate tense situations. To help remain calm, consider ways to eliminate thinking barriers such as, "I don't know if I can deal with this," or "I just don't know what to do with you anymore." Keep a safe distance. Ensure your posture is alert yet non-challenging, and maintain clear access to exits. This positioning helps manage personal space and reduce anxiety. Be at eye level. Stay at the same height when possible. Always face the person. Angle yourself 45 degrees from the other person. Maintain a safe distance. Keep exits clear when applicable. Remaining calm can be supported by being mindful of your breathing, voice, volume and tone, body language, and vocabulary. By paying attention to these nonverbal cues, you can better regulate your emotions and convey a sense of composure in challenging situations.
Cognitive distortions. Cognitive distortions are irrational thoughts that can lead to unhealthy and inappropriate boundaries with others, especially in tense situations. These distortions can cloud your judgment and escalate conflicts. Try not to think, "This person is a problem. Oh, come on, this will never end. Why does this keep happening to me?" Instead, try to reframe your thoughts. "This person may need more help than I thought. How can I better understand what this person needs? Could I be doing anything that's escalating the situation?" By shifting your perspective, you can reduce tension, gain clarity, and respond in a way that promotes a more constructive and effective resolution. Avoid communication barriers. Effective de-escalation involves clear communication, active listening, and responsive interactions. Use I statements, ask open-ended questions, and mirror to demonstrate understanding. It's equally important to avoid common communication barriers. These barriers include prejudging the other person, not listening, criticizing, ordering, arguing, and engaging in power struggles. Barriers to communication are the things that keep the meaning of what is being said from being heard. By recognizing and avoiding these barriers, you can ensure a more effective and respectful de-escalation process.
Problematic behaviors can be triggered by authoritarian language like, "you need to," "calm down," and using the word "no." By offering alternatives that focus on collaboration and empowerment, such as, "let's try and let's think about this for a moment," we promote a positive and proactive approach that encourages problem solving and mutual understanding. Be aware of factors that can lead to escalation, such as loss of power or displaced anger. Understanding these can help you address the root causes of agitation. Loss of personal power can present as a sense of helplessness or lack of control, leading to frustration and anxiety in stressful situations. Displaced anger occurs when individuals redirect their anger onto unrelated targets, often due to unresolved emotions or past experiences. Recognizing and addressing these factors is crucial in de-escalating conflicts and understanding the root causes of agitation. Look for physical signs of distress, such as raised voices, rapid speech, shaking, fidgeting, or erratic movements. Recognizing these early can help you intervene before the situation escalates further. Be mindful of your body language. Avoid actions that could be perceived as aggressive or dismissive. Instead, maintain open, non-threatening postures to foster a sense of safety. Try this. Disregard content and focus on calming. Empathize with their feelings, not their behavior. Maintain a neutral facial expression. Speak smoothly and clearly. Keep your hands to yourself. Position yourself for safety. Do not get defensive. Select an appropriate location. Instead of this, avoid finger pointing. Avoid rigid walking. Avoid a fake smile. Avoid quick movements. Do not analyze their emotions. Avoid shoulder shrugging. Avoid a jaw set and clenched teeth. Here is a scenario. A student is upset about receiving a low grade on an assignment and is expressing their frustration in a public area on campus. Here are some examples to illustrate various de-escalation techniques. 1. Disregard content and focus on calming. Instead of engaging in a discussion about the assignment grade, focus on acknowledging the student's emotions and offering support to help them calm down. 2. Empathize with their feelings, not their behavior. Express understanding of the student's frustration and validate their feelings, even if you may not agree with their behavior. 3. Maintain a neutral facial expression. Keep your facial expressions neutral and composed to avoid escalating the situation further with nonverbal cues. 4. Speak smoothly and clearly. Use a calm and soothing tone of voice to communicate with the student, showing that you are there to listen and help. 5. Keep your hands to yourself. Avoid gestures that may be perceived as threatening or invasive. Maintain a non-threatening posture to respect the student's personal space. 6. Position yourself for safety. Ensure that you are positioned in a way that allows for a safe interaction, maintaining a safe distance and keeping exits clear. 7. Do not get defensive. Avoid responding defensively to the student's complaints or accusations. Instead, focus on de-escalating the situation and finding a resolution. 8. Select an appropriate location. If the conversation is becoming heated, consider moving to a more private or quiet location to continue the discussion in a more calm environment. Always consider if your response is respectful, meets the person's needs, and maintains safety. These guiding principles should underpin every de-escalation effort. Remember, there is no one-size-fits-all solution. The most effective response is the one that's right for the specific situation and individual involved. The key here is maintaining awareness of the situation so you can adapt in the moment to meet the needs of the situation and the individual with whom you're interacting. Effective listening involves active skills like using I statements, asking open-ended questions, mirroring, being mindful of body language, and maintaining eye contact. Responsive listening means acknowledging the speaker's words and feelings and repeating or paraphrasing to show understanding. Attentive listening requires eliminating distractions and letting the speaker finish without interruption. Being empathetic involves showing understanding and not ignoring the person. Once your de-escalation efforts are successful, you can continue to assist the person in a calm manner, the same way you helped de-escalate the situation. But trust your instincts. If de-escalation efforts are not effective, know when to seek additional help, whether from a supervisor, campus safety, or emergency services. You can ask a supervisor, friend, or bystander to assist. You can contact campus safety if the individual refuses to leave, and you can contact 911 if you fear for your safety or are concerned of others being in danger. Let's review our learning objectives from this session. In the last few minutes, we learned how to remain in control of the situation at all times, support anyone with issues, avoid responses that can worsen the situation, be an empathetic listener, and what to do if all else fails. For emergencies, always know how to contact NYU campus safety, and remember, your safety and the safety of those around you are paramount. For more information, please feel free to email us at dcs-community-engagement@nyu.edu.